we had one kid on the first course who was living with his grandparents, and his dad was in jail and his mother was a prostitute.
Wow.
And you know, what sort of hope does a kid like that have when they're the role models he's got? And he really, I talked to him about his mum, he really loved his mother, and he would talk very fondly of her, but he knew, at his age, he was only 9 years old, and he knew, he was 11, and he knew what was going on with that, you know. And he said to me, I remember he said to me, it broke my heart, he said, the boys say that your mum's, she says, yes, the boys say that to me, but I know she is. So what comeback do I have? And he goes, I know she works as a prostitute. And I was just like, oh my God, you know, it really broke my heart. But all you can do with those guys, those kids, is get them to realise that their life is their life, and their parents' life is their parents' life, and that they can actually decide whether they're going to have a, you know, a good life or not, despite the background they've come from.
Cool.
And in that is hope. But a lot of kids don't see it that way. They kind of think they're screwed because they're born in this, you know. And then that also, though, when you've got those sorts of role models around you, bad behaviour is actually acceptable. If dad's in jail, and you know, it's normal. Like if you get suspended from school, but your dad's in jail, well, yeah, you're not bad. You're not worse than dad. Dad's in jail. So this is the problem. And I actually think it's one of the great injustices that happens in our society. You know, it's fine to say everybody, to be very liberal and say, look, every man for himself, you make your own luck, but a child doesn't. You know, a child's born into a family. They have no choice whatsoever in that, you know. And a child takes everything that's happening around them, everything they're told, word for word, basically until they're about 8 or 9, they just believe it. So, you know, how unfair is that? You know, so that's why that's why I'm really passionate about that, because if you can teach children in their formative years from that 8 through to 17, that actually they can decide whether they're going to be a good person or not. They can decide whether they're going to be a successful person or not. They can decide that they're going to have successful relationships and, you know, be financially secure and not have to commit crime and not have to take drugs. Then that's a really important thing. That's why I'm so passionate about it. That's it.